Over the past few years, I've done a few exhibitions, small exhibitions with my dad's work, but I'd never really gotten that serious about doing anything on a larger scale. So I thought that one of the best ways to start this would be to have a slideshow at the White Museum. My father, Harry Road, was born in 1907 in Waseca, Saskatchewan, on a farm, and he always wanted to kind of move away from the farm and get more involved in what was happening in the cities and around the world. He started off as a writer, but then he was told to pick up a camera because they wouldn't pay for a photographer as well as a writer. He was offered a job with Canadian National Railways, so he ended up traveling across the country, taking pictures of the trains and also the locations where they were, doing promotional work in the Rockies, for example, on the tourism potential of the Jasper area. During this time, he was getting involved in the mountains, spending time hiking and climbing, and also skiing in the wintertime. Fortunately, Dad preserved a lot of his clippings. There are several boxes of old magazine articles, whether they're from National Geographic or from Weekend Magazine, Popular Mechanics, and a host of others. He did a lot of work for National Geographic. And those have been so valuable in helping to figure out what the slides and the negatives actually are. One of the assignments that he had was to photograph these two climbers, Ed Cooper from the United States and Jim Baldwin from Canada, as they were attempting to make the first ascent of the north face of Mount Robson. And this was a wonderful experience for me because I was a 14-year-old kid and I was part of this crew. But the climbers never got a chance to really do their thing because of the snow conditions. So they then decided that they wanted to do a story on this young cowboy. He was 12 years old. So this became a cover story for Weekend Magazine. For me, it was just a fantastic experience. It's a time when I really grew to love Mount Robson. Mount Robson was in my blood enough that later on I went and climbed it twice. My dad had become known in Jasper, kind of a local photographer who did postcards and scenic shots. But I realized that was not really, didn't do him justice to the kind of work that he did as a photojournalist. He was actually a writer before he was a photographer, and that the story, was really what he lived for.